Hey adventurers, this is Jerry from AdventurousJeriLynn. Today we are going to set up for SUV camping. I just cleaned out the back, laid down the back seats. Up front I threw all the blankets up front, and I have, well, let's see, underneath this pile right here I have my jumper cables, let's see, my ice scraper, all the things that you need in the wintertime. I always have that prepped and ready. So instead of showing that, I just put this little colorful beach towel. Alright, so we're going to go step by step how to put things together. Now you could do a platform and make it even, but up here you can see how this is a little bit higher, and this comes down, it slopes down, which you always want your head to be higher than your feet anyway. So wherever we camp at, we want to make sure when we park that is the highest part. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big thick blanket, which is right up there, and I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm going to put a mattress pad. And then we're going to, well, you'll see, I'll take pictures with each step. Okay, stay tuned. All right, here we go. So this has 3 blankets. If this is for a no build and you didn't want to put any wood or build it out, and you need your back seat for whatever reasons, maybe you have to, haul groceries or kids or, what have you, you want to still be able to use your back seat. So this is a no build. So I'm using 1, 2, 3. This 3rd blanket, it's pretty thick. Now you can use this as a mattress pad if you didn't want to do a no build and you wanted to keep it cheap. But I also have, I want to say it's a 6-inch pad. It's a twin size that I'm going to go get, that you can lay here. Now, I measured it from here to here. This is 6 feet. So Robin and I, we are not 6 feet. So we could fit pretty good in here. All right, so I'll let you see. Now, if it's solo camping, then you would have all this plus room. Now, up front, I have a sleeping bag and more blankets. But right now, I'm just trying to show you that you can still stay comfortable. Like I said, these are pretty thick, especially this bottom one. This bottom one's, it's pretty thick. And then you could have your sleeping bag on top and your sheets, or however you want to, set up. The possibilities are endless how you want to set up your overnight stay or weekend stay. But right now I just got it prepped for solo. So I've got 2 pillows. Let's see. All right, we're going to move to the next step. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Let's go through the contents that I have. Not everything I have is going to be here, but just to give you the basics. I have something to cook on. This is a 1 burner butane. Say that one more time, 3 times fast. One skillet butane stove. I got 2 cans of butane. I have a weather radio, and we have lights. And again, we're in Indiana, so in case it snows, we got ice scrapers, we got a broom, we have gloves, and we got jumper cables. We need paper towels when we cook or just for whatever. And then we have our tool set. The water's up front and the skillets are up front. And then all I have to do is get the food. And that's the last thing to add. Now again, you can add or take away. You may not need all these things, but if you're a solo traveler and say Robert's home and I'm doing a solo camping, I want to be able to have a jumper cable. I want to be able to heat, whether I want to be in here or on the picnic table. I want to have a weather radio just for, in case I don't have a signal on my phone. I have this. I have lights, and this could prop up. Here we go. So I got 2 of those. Oop. Okay. And like I said, you need a tool set. Oh, that blew over. But you get the general idea. So water's up front. And then I have this little, if you go back in my previous videos, I have this little collapsible portable toilet. And it's not as big as a 5-gallon jug, but that's what I'll bring as far as where to go potty at. Because most places, they've already closed the bathrooms and stuff. So, you know, once it gets nighttime, you don't want to be able to go out, you know. Well, I mean, you could, but this, we're not in bear country, but this could be, you know, to help protect me from Mr. Bear. No, that's a funny joke. Anyway, so up front, you see that if I move these pillows, I have nothing blocking the front seat. So if by chance when you come to your campsite, you want to make sure that you back in, so that way your exit is always out, so you can just jump into the front seat like you're laying in bed and say something, you know, something doesn't feel right. You got enough room, move those pillows over and then jump up to the front seat. That, don't mind that, because that's my car cover. That's going to stay here. But you get the general idea. You always want to make sure that your driver's seat, you don't put anything in there. You just, for safety, you want to make sure that that is empty. So you can leave here and jump up and then you can drive away. And always point to out. You don't want to pull into the campsite. You always want to pull out. So we'll go back and pull in. Pull this camera back so you can get a visual. Now again, you can make this as easy. Now all these items will fit up here in the seat and in where you put your feet at in the passenger side. You got the water, you got the portable collapsible toilet, and then all these items right here will all fit. And then just enough, you know, like an overnight bag that you know, just a little overnight bag. Probably no bigger than this. Yeah, probably no bigger than this. You could put your overnight clothes, you know, or you could sleep in your clothes, whatever's easier. But, you know, it's just the weekend. If you're doing a weekend trip. Now, you need to tweak this setup a little bit if you are going to go longer than that. And, you know, you may or you may not. But if this is a solo trip for just you and you're doing a weekend getaway, again, you want to make sure that everything, once it's bedtime, all these items can fit in that passenger or in the back seat, and we'll walk around. Now I still have stuff back here, but you know you have space underneath. Like that's to black out my, let's see. This is to black out my windshield, so it'll make it dark. So you got your space here and all the way across. So what do you think? Pretty good setup. Now if you wanted to get fancy, you can get some 2x4s or 1x2s and build you a platform bed up. And if you wanted to do it solo. And then on this side you can make your like a kitchenette. You could put like a little table, which I do. I have a little table that I could set right here. And then, you know, you could cook your, you could set your butane stove. The only thing you have to realize is, do you have the space? Do you have the clearance up here? It just depends. But see, I have a moon roof. So if I wanted to, I could, you know, move it up here, move this stuff out the way, and then I could have a clear thing so the heat can go right out, which would be great. But yeah, if you wanted to do it, that may go on the blooper reel. Okay, let's go back to what I was saying. So if you make a platform on this side right here, because again, you want to be able to jump and get in to your driver's seat. If harm comes, if anything happens, you want to be able to have a clear pathway. I don't really like the idea of having the bed here on this side and then setting up your kitchen and your little storage on this side. I just rather have it the other way, so that way I have a straight shot to get in that driver's seat if I need to, as far as safety. That would be the best bet. So again, I measured all this, all these items, just put them in a bag, and they'll all be able, now this can go back up on the floor of the back seat. All those items can move right up there. And then again, you can have whatever you want here. Now if there's two of you, then you would put all this stuff after you're done cooking and what have you. You can still put this stuff up in the driver's seat, but then when you come back, you could always, you know, put your seat up in the back. Or maybe he would want me to chauffeur him, and he could be in the back laying down while I'm driving, which I know would never happen. Robert would never agree to that. But no, there's different ways you could do it. You could just put all your stuff in the back seat, and then you two will be up front driving. And I think that would be great. Easy breezy. Sleeping bag, no sleeping bag, depending on how hot. I know Robert and I, we like it a little cool. You can sleep better when it's cool. So all I would do to this setup is, like I said, take the sleeping bag out from the front seat and put it here, lay it out, and that would be it. And then what I'm going to do on the side, I have my my tent. If you go back in my previous videos, oh, right here, let's take a pause. Hit the like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell anyone and everyone, check out AdventurousJeriLynn. But there's enough space here that I could put my tent on the side and set it up. So in daytime use, you know, we don't have to be in here. We can set up the tent off to the side at the campsite, or boondocking, wherever you're at, camping, boondocking. Again, the possibilities are endless. So what do? When you want to have a getaway and you don't want to spend money on a hotel, you don't want to spend money, you know, I don't want to waste all the gas getting the camper going. Just a nice little 1 or 2 night stay. This is ideal right here. Ooh, excuse the wind. This right here is ideal. You don't have to pay anybody. You have everything I have is here. I don't have to go out and buy blankets or sleeping bags. These are things that we already have. And same way with that. So, all right, something for you to think about. Let's come in here because that wind. Sorry about the wind. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to put some little details at the end just so just kind of remind you, you know, you want to have a checklist, your water, your food, you know, your plates, your silverware. Have a checklist so make sure that you have everything that you need. All right, we're going to end it here. Thank you, family. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. We'll see you out on the open road. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, here's a night view. Let you look. There's a pillow I'm on. And you can see this was without a sleeping bag. And then you can see me laying. What do you think? This is pretty wide. But I'm a side sleeper, so that gives me plenty of room. That gives Robert plenty of room too, look. Actually, I'm sort of like taking it up a little bit. I can move the pillow over, put his pillows right here. See, there's plenty of room. Because I ball up on the side. All right, now I'm going to show you with the mattress, so hang on. Okay, here we go. This is the mattress. And I haven't opened it yet because I just figured I'd wait until I was ready to go. But it's pretty big. So we got 2 of them. But I'm just showing you for you know, visual purposes. One will be here for me and one will be here for Robert. But for solo, if I was doing a solo, then it would just be here. And I guess it takes a while to expand, according to the video. But yeah, my nephew has one of these, and he says they're real comfortable. So that's where that would go, right here. But just wanted to give you a visual. All right.